What's good, family? What's good? It's your boy, Urban Sports Guru. Want to hit y'all with my Week 10 picks. We're going to start off with Atlanta, coming to Dallas. Now, Dallas, after they completely wet the bed last week, I think they basically took Denver for granted, started believing everything that's said about them in the press. And Denver, as you saw earlier in the season, they did a great job of playing keep away. They pounded the ball, they rushed for over 200 yards, which is something that Dallas normally does. So when you do that to Dallas, that could be a problem. I mean, Dak wasn't sharp, he missed some throws, and he dropped some throws. I don't expect that same thing to happen. I expect them to be rusty early, but get into their mojo of things. Get into their mojo of things as the game progresses. I expect them to run the football effectively because Atlanta doesn't defend the run very well, and I expect Dallas to win, pulling away. We got Tennessee at home against New Orleans. I thought this was going to be an even game, but then Alvin Kamara is not playing. Without Alvin Kamara, Tennessee's giving 3. This is my stone cold lock for the week. Take Tennessee. Then you got Jacksonville at Indy. Indy's giving 10.5. Ugh. That's a pretty high number for a division rival, especially with the way Jacksonville played last week. Shout out to Josh Allen, the defensive, the rush end, Josh Allen. But I still expect Indy to win the ball game, even if they don't cover. Now, the game of the week, everybody wants to see Cleveland versus New England. Now, we have two quarterbacks where basically your job is, okay, make them one-dimensional, make the quarterback beat you. Now, Cleveland has a great O-line. Nick Chubb is not going to be playing. But their O-line is so good that the replacement running back, he runs very well. The reason why I'm going with New England, because I just think they'll be able to get some stuff out. Mac Jones protects the football. Cleveland against Bill Belichick, I don't think they'll be protecting the football. Baker, I think Belichick will force him into a mistake or two. New England ends up winning a close one. Now we got Buffalo against the Jets. Buffalo's had a cupcake schedule, and a lot of times because their roster is so great, they have a Super Bowl caliber roster. It's hard for them to keep getting themselves up when they're playing cupcakes, because you see how they play when they play against the Kansas City. The thing is, the problem with Buffalo, and I said at the beginning of the season, they don't run the football. They don't. So you have a big play offense, and they don't run the football to get those kind of big plays. Everything's on Josh Allen. Josh Allen's even their running game. You know, when you have when you have Lamar Jackson, you can do that. Josh Allen is a lot of things, but he's not Lamar Jackson. And the fact that he needs to be all the passing game for big plays and needs to be the running game, you have to develop a running game. Have to. And one thing the Jets do well is get after the quarterback. I expect the Jets to have some moments and lose, but cover that 12.5. Oh, definitely. I expect them to cover that 12.5. Absolutely. At home, and they're going to have the other rookie playing again. The one who's just getting rid of the football, being efficient. You got to deal with Buffalo's pass rush. I get it. I do expect them to make some plays. Yes. I think Jets are going to cover that 12.5 very easily. Now we have Detroit and Pittsburgh. Detroit at one point was playing so hard. So hard. And it hasn't led to wins. I get it. But it seems like they kind of gave up. They are coming off a bye. Let's see if this rejuvenates them. And quiet as kept. I'm shocked as everyone else. Pittsburgh still's got a pretty good football team. And it might not be as bleak for them as I thought it was going to be. Yes, you still have to play the Ravens twice. You still got to play Cleveland again. And Minnesota's not looking like the powerhouse and like it once was. And Tennessee doesn't have King Henry. And These games remaining on their schedule start to play Cincinnati. You know, Pittsburgh, quiet as kept, is going to be 8-3 before they play another tough team. I don't know if they cover, but they'll win. Take Pittsburgh. Tampa at Washington, rematch of last year's playoffs. Uh, Tom doesn't like losing 2 games in a row. That's all I need to say. Take Tampa. Then we got Carolina at Arizona. Carolina's quarterback issues. Kyler Murray's going to be back for Arizona. That's an easy one. Take Arizona. Real easy. Take Arizona. Then we have Minnesota. Minnesota against the Chargers. I think that's going to be a very, very exciting, high scoring. Minnesota's very good on the road. Chargers do not defend the run well at all. One of the worst teams in the league. Expect Dalvin Cook, for you fantasy guys, to go off. I think the game will go back and forth, but I just trust, the Chargers quarterback in those moments more than I trust Kirk Cousins. A hell of a lot more than I trust Kirk Cousins. Philly and Denver. Denver got their swag back against Dallas. I expect them to keep away again. And I don't think Philly's quarterback can make those kind of plays. I like Philly. I like Denver to win a close game. I think the game will be close. Defensive game. Seattle, Green Bay. Looks like Aaron Rodgers is going to play. Everybody's saying Aaron Rodgers is going to be rusty. Guess what? Russell Wilson hasn't played in weeks either. Russell Wilson hasn't played in weeks. Weeks, people. Weeks. And the game is in Green Bay. I'm taking A-Rod. You got KC at Vegas. Vegas has been in the news for a lot of stuff outside of football. Sad to say. KC, I don't think Patrick Mahomes is broken. I think that he's used to making certain plays. Like the play that made me a believer in Patrick Mahomes. And y'all, those are my IG family. Y'all seen me post this a few times. The throw he made in the preseason against Atlanta, his first year as a starter. When I saw that, if you really break down that play, the throw was to the check down and he didn't throw it. He basically he outthrew the defense. And you had a receiver like Tyreek Hill who's so fast who can outrun triple coverage. So when you have those two things on the football field at the same time, this is what, as I'm watching the game last week, watching Troy Aikman breaks it down, why is he not hitting Kelsey? He's so used to outthrowing the coverage. That's why. This is what he's done. This is the wow factor he's given all us. Like, he's outthrown coverage. Because once DB's about 50 yards down the field, the DB is naturally saying he ain't getting the ball past here. If you watch it, go click on YouTube, watch just the throw he made against the Falcons in the preseason. That ball is a good 70 yards in the air. And he didn't make it look easy. When I saw that, I said, who the fuck is this kid? That throw made me a believer. The fact that he did that in the game, not 7-on-7, not in shorts, like a pro day. I saw the throw he made at pro day. He did that in the game with pads on. Yes, a preseason game, but he did that in the game. And he just outthrew the coverage. This is what he's so used to doing. I think he'll make the adjustments. I think also Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy need to run the football. Run the football a little bit more. It's okay. When you only got 6 guys in the box, run the ball. Run the ball, for crying out loud. Run the ball. Him and Derek Carr, I expect them to have a great game. I expect KC to still find a way to win ugly, because that's what they've been doing. Then we have the Rams. You get OBJ. I think they went and got OBJ because they knew the hit was going on with Robert Woods. Unfortunate. That means more targets for OBJ. Good for him. How fast can he get him up to speed? is the question. I like Matt Stafford. I like him a lot. I like Sean McVay. I like him a lot. I respect Sean McVay more and more now than what I did originally because I thought he was just thought what he was doing was gimmicky. I respect him even more and more now because I look at what Jared Goff has done without him. Um, what's going on in San Francisco? Y'all lost at home to a backup quarterback with your starting quarterback. I expect San Francisco to play better. They're not going to play that badly 2 weeks in a row at home. I expect it to be a much tougher game, but Rams, as loaded as you are, ODBJ might not play, but Von Miller should be playing. You can't lose 2 games in a row. I'm taking the Rams. It's your boy Urban Sports Guru. I'm out. Salute.